If you asked me week one how I felt about this game, I'd be a lot more confident than I am right now. What is up, Finn fans? Yes, Miami Dolphins after the London trip, so no rest for the weary. Supposedly the Dolphins did want their bye to be later in the week and not after the London trip, are taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Home. Yes. I had to double check. Home. We're going to jump into this. Going to talk about the injuries. Going to talk about the 5 things. Going to give you guys my score prediction. I do apologize for not having the picks video out yesterday. I had a lot of things and a lot of technical difficulties I had to deal with. I do appreciate you guys understanding. But today, back on schedule. Everything's fine and dandy. Nothing like big, personal or anything. Just something I need to take care of. But yeah, the usual suspects, all that stuff, and then comment of the day. But real quick, got a shout out to new members in Nick and Garrett Wade. Thank you guys so much for joining, being new members. You guys are probably seeing this before anyone else does. The members and the patrons, they get to see this stuff first and foremost. Like usual, though, don't forget to check out Patch Vibes, patchvibes.com. Use the promo code DDW2. You get yourself fantastic stuff. Patches, t-shirts, hats, pins. There's a cool cup that I have back there. Use the promo code and you get yourself 20% off. Also, backroom collections. I show you guys constantly my artwork that I got. I have a merino one coming. I'll show you guys. I'll open that up for you when I get it. It's going to be fantastic. Use promo code DDW. Get yourself 10% off on that. But let's jump into this mamma jam. Let's go right into the injury report like I normally do. And geez, look at that. Normally it was for a while it was the other way around, but look at this. Jacoby Brissett, Malcolm Brown, Xavier Howard, Austin Jackson, John Jenkins, Brandon Jones, Byron Jones, Greg Mans, Devontae Parker, Jalen Phillips, Tua Tagovailoa, Preston Williams. Limited. Full practice, Landon Robertson and Adam Shaheen. That's fantastic. From what I'm hearing, Wednesday was a walkthrough, so it was kind of like they had to say, well, if we did practice today, these guys would be limited. These guys wouldn't practice. Yeah. But everyone was there. I'm hearing everyone practice. I'm hearing, very good things. I'm hoping everyone on this list is playing and we get our healthy team back, because last week, I'll talk about that in a second. Then we look at the Atlanta Falcons 3. Dante Fowler, brain fart there. Dante Fowler Jr. did not participate. Avery Williams was limited. And Jalen Hawkins, full participation. So the Falcons are relatively healthy in that aspect. But let's look at the 5 things. Oh, Vince Beagle's back. If I don't know, I think I talked about it in the film breakdown beforehand. But Vince Beagle's back. We waive Griffin and bring back Vince Beagle, which we need help because Andrew Van Ginkel struggled bus city last week. Go watch my film breakdown and you'll see me talking about that. Oh, boy. Does the outside linebackers need some help, so I'm happy he's back. Now let's get into the 5 things Miami Dolphins have to do or should do or need to do to beat this Atlanta Falcons team. And again, if you would have asked me week 1, I would look at this game and say that's a W. Atlanta's struggling. I think the Dolphins should take that one. Now, 5-game losing streak? I got five specific things. Normally I throw in the run the ball because they need to run the ball. They don't run the ball. I throw in the stop the run. It's in there. I got don't make mistakes. I got all these things in there. Now I'm a little bit specific. I'm a little Pacific, as kids say nowadays. Pacific is an ocean. Specific. It's what you want to say. I don't know if they're still doing that, but I know about 4 or 5 years ago they were saying Pacific. Do better in school. The number 1 thing on my list, and again, it's not the most important thing, but maybe at this point it is the most important thing. Put Byron Jones on Kyle Pitts. You might be saying to yourself, well, Doug, Byron Jones isn't fully healthy. He's dealing with, what is he dealing with? I still have my injury report. Byron Jones is dealing with Achilles/groin injury. He gets burned. Why would you want him to do that? Because look at what he did to Darren Waller. I think he had 3 receptions for about 36, 37 yards. He completely limited and shut down Darren Waller against the Raiders. That is why I'm telling you to put Byron Jones on Kyle Pitts. Do not put any of these. Do not They're going to. Ugh, wait till I get to this reason. But don't put Jerome Baker on Kyle Pitts. Don't put Andrew Van Ginkel. Don't put Landon Roberts. Don't put Jalen Phillips. Stop doing that. And put someone who's as fast and as athletic as him to shut him down. I'm not there yet. Tell him frustrated. But yes, put Byron Jones on Kyle Pitts. The number 2 thing the Miami Dolphins need to do if they want to beat this Atlanta Falcons team, make the plays. And now, this isn't just on receivers and running backs. This isn't on Gaskin for the drop, Ahmed for the drop. This is also on Tua Tagovailoa. Because go watch the film breakdown. I showed you there's a few touchdowns that if he, especially the interception and the 3rd and 2 where he decided to throw instead of running, both of those plays, if he makes the right throw, Dolphins beat the Jaguars. So, make the plays. But again, I'm not singling out one person. I'm telling the whole team, make the plays. Because also, I could say to Coleman, you had a pick 6, my man, and you dropped it. Emmanuel Ogbah, you had a pick 6 and you dropped it. There was a lot of points left on the field, not only on the offense, but also on the defense. And you might be saying to yourself, where did Coleman have a... Go watch my film breakdown. It was about 45 minutes. I do apologize for the length. Some of you guys like it. That's what she said. But go watch it. Make the plays. Ball hits you in the hand, catch it. Throw the plays. Make the plays. Do it. The number 3 thing the Miami Dolphins need to do. And again, you're not facing Trevor Lawrence. You're not facing Josh Allen. Who else did we have to face that we had to worry about them running? You see, that's the point. You're not facing these guys. Matt Ryan isn't no slouch. He ain't Tom Brady, but he isn't no slouch. Matt Ryan's good. Make the pressure count. Get after him. This team has high rates of pressure. Emmanuel Ogbah, Jalen Phillips. I think Jalen Phillips of all the rookies has the highest rate of pressure. Like we get such good pressure on them. We get right in there, but we can't finish the play. I think we are like bottom 5, bottom 10 in total sacks. I think as a team we have 11 sacks. Ain't good. We got a ton of pressure. We're not getting the sacks. Finish it up, get the sacks. You're facing Matt Ryan. He is not elusive. He's not going to break. Just get the sacks, get off the field on 3rd downs. The number 4 thing the Miami Dolphins have to do, and this is one that I've said a lot. Stop the run. Please, for the love of God, stop the run. Hey, linebackers, hit the right gaps. Hey, defensive line, shred your blocks and make the tackles. And also, make the tackles. Stop sliding down the offenders and make the tackles. Seriously, go back onto my film breakdown. I showed you on one run where Robinson ran through about 4 or 5 Dolphin defenders, and they were more focused on punching the ball out than making the tackle. Andrew Van Ginkel, Brandon Jones, bad angles. I constantly see our defenders dive, fall, and try to smack the feet. Can you just hit these guys and don't let them get extra yardage? Make the tackle and stop the run. Please stop the run. And my last and final thing that the Miami Dolphins need to do, you got to coach better. Just plain and simple. You got to coach better. I normally have don't make mistakes. I normally have that. But now it's getting to the point where you got to coach better. For the love of God. 4th and 1 and you run it with Malcolm Brown when you know for a fact our offensive line is very bad at run blocking. Liam Eichenberg even came out and said it was my fault, this and you should know that, coach. Run the ball. No, that's not what I want to say. Coach better. You're giving them the ball back on their side of the field. Our side of the field. You got to coach better, my man. Stop on 4th and 1. Stop trying to catch them off sides. If you're going to go for it, go for it. If you're going to kick the field goal, kick the field goal. Stop trying to be fancy. Stop trying to do that. Just stop. Also, coaching not only is for the head coach, offensive coordinators. Stop running schemes where you have 3 or 4 wide receivers in the same position. That doesn't help anybody. It actually crowds them up, and it's hard to throw a pass in there. Run the ball more. Coach better. The entire team needs to coach better. It's not just the head coach, the defensive coordinator. Stop having Jalen Phillips drop back into coverage. Stop taking him out and putting Brennan in there. Brennan Scarlett. He's not that good. He's not as good as Jalen Phillips. Stop doing these things. Stop taking Mike Gesicki out. Stop putting Albert Wilson in there. Put Kirk Merritt in. You put Isaiah Ford in. Put Kirk Merritt in. Why you elevate him from the practice squad and then have him sit on the sideline? Look what happens when all of a sudden all these guys get injured and you put Matt Collins in there. All of a sudden Matt Collins is making the plays. It's kind of like he was doing it last year. Why did it take so long? Some of these guys are better than others. I was one of the guys who were saying Albert Wilson is still on the team because he fits the type of passes that Tua likes to throw. Yeah, but what I've seen so far this year, he ain't not having it anymore. They don't got it no more. Especially on second down, you run all the way backwards, and all of a sudden it's a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Better coaching. Better coaching. That being said, looking at this game, right? And like I said, if the Dolphins were to beat the Jaguars, I go into this game saying Dolphins are going to win this game. Dolphins are easily going to win this game. If the Dolphins would have beat the Colts like they should have, I would have came in this game and been like, yeah, this 100% they're going to win this game. Do I think they're going to win this game? They should. Why should they, Doug? I know I can hear it. You can't hear it. It's a microphone. It's dynamic. It's a dynamic. You can't hear it. But why should they win, Doug? They suck. They're last in this. They're last in that. Because I said so. No, because they should get their players back. And they're the better team. So I'm going to pick the Dolphins to win. This is it. Brian Flores, you got to make up for that Jaguars game, man. Got to make up for it. Tua, don't throw that stupid interception. Just don't throw it. It didn't come to anything, the interception, but it took away a potential drive to get more points to win the game. Don't make the mistakes. Like, you're facing the Atlanta Falcons, who have 9 sacks on the season. They don't have a great pass rush. I think it's bottom 3 in the NFL in total sacks on the team. They've given up 30. They're 31st in the NFL in points for. They've given up a lot of points. It's another game where it's 2 bad teams facing each other. Who's worse? Win this game, Miami. So I'm picking the Dolphins to win this game. Am I confident? No. I wish I was confident. I really do. I would have been confident if we would have won the games we should have. But no. But I'm picking them. Don't put me wrong, because then we face the Bills, and we ain't beating the Bills. There's no way on God's green earth we're beating the Bills after that. Not the way we're playing. But comment below. Let me know what you guys think. What are 5 things that you think that the Dolphins have to do to beat the Falcons? If I missed any, comment below. Let me know. If you're a Falcons fan, comment below. What do you think that you guys need to do to beat the Dolphins? This is, like I said, this is like the Jaguars game. It's 2 bad teams facing each other. Not one team can say they're emphatically better than the other. So comment below, let me know, and I'm going to get to one of you guys' comments of the day. And this comment comes from David Gentile. I think that's how you say your last name. I think I had a friend in high school that had the same last name as you. Doug, comment of the day. Answer me this. What if Watson comes to the Dolphins and we still win just 4 or 5 games because of other blatant issues? O-line, OC, defense, play calling, player development, or lack thereof. What will we have accomplished except selling the farm? Now, I picked this comment because a lot of the comments, and it was coming from the video Miami Dolphins trade rumors, which wasn't just about Deshaun Watson. Just want to say, it wasn't just about Deshaun Watson. Go back and watch it. I've talked about X, Tua, and Myles Gaskin potentially. But I picked this one because it's interesting, and this is a scenario that I thought of, and this is a scenario that I've also heard from people. What if he comes here and he went 4-12 with the Texans? What if he comes here and nothing changes because we still have issues, and we have issues? And my response to this is I went back and I watched certain games, right? And The reason we are where we are, sitting at 1-5, to me, is mostly, and I would say I'd give it about 75%, has to do with the quarterback play. Now, you could say, thank you, God. Doug is finally saying Tua sucks. But I'm not, because Tua didn't play for 4 games. So I'm not saying that. I did film breakdowns for the Bills game, the Raiders game, the Colts game, and the Bucs game. That Bucs game, Dolphins weren't winning that game. I said that when the season started. Dolphins aren't winning that game. The Bills game, we give up 14 points. We don't let them do. The Dolphin defense shuts the Bills down for a quarter and a half. We actually get in the red zone multiple times. There was a drop, and then there was a fumble, which ended up being no points. And then there was a drop, and then turnover on downs. This is before the half. If those drops don't happen, Dolphins go into half tied 14-14 with the Bills. So that quarterback play, and again, that one necessarily wasn't so much on Brissett as so much on Devontae Parker, Albert Wilson, and Jakeem Grant kind of dropping the ball, figuratively and literally. And then you look at the Raiders game, and you look at the Colts game. That's where it's on Jacoby Brissett. That's where he's staring down guys. That's where he's not seeing open guys. That's not where he's not making the throws. Jacoby Brissett has always been that. It's not just because he's on the Dolphins now. I'm hearing from a lot of Colts fans, a lot of Texans fans, Titan fans, Jaguar fans that have went up against, Jacoby Brissett for multiple years being in this AFC South. That is always Jacoby. He's always had that fear of throwing the ball deep, and he's always checked down instantly, even though. So to me, if they had Deshaun Watson at the beginning of the year, the Dolphins beat the Colts, the Dolphins beat the Raiders, and the Dolphins beat the Jaguars. Dolphins defense held the Jaguars to 23 points. That ain't bad. There was some dumb plays from Noah, and the run game. Run defense was struggling there, and we didn't get a lot of pressure on him that came to sacks. But we would have won those 3 games, and we'd be sitting right now at 4-2. There's a possibility we would have beat the Bills as well, because like I said, the Dolphin defense shut the Bills down for a quarter and a half. So there's a chance we could be 5-1 right now or 4-2. And I'm even going to say this, and I know some people are in the comment section below are going to scoff, laugh, whatever you want to say. If Tua Tagovailoa was the starting quarterback and never got injured, I think the Dolphins right now would probably be 3-3. I do. And I'm not saying, and you can laugh, you could say, wow, you're delusional. Some will. I honestly think if Tua never got hurt, we'd be 3-3 right now. I definitely do. I think Jacoby Brissett, at first I wanted him as a backup. I thought he'd be a very good backup because I seen him play games with the Colts where he came in and he did make somewhat of a difference. I didn't think he would be this bad. So he is a horrible backup. But I do think Tua would have made a little bit of a difference, and I think we would have. I don't think we would have gave up the 2 points against the Raiders with Tua. He's way quicker at making decisions, and he would have changed that up like he did against the Patriots. So I think we would have beat the Raiders in that aspect where we wouldn't have given the 2 points and let the momentum switch. I think he would have been more decisive, and he would have been more, I guess you could say he would quicker against the Colts as well. I think we would have beat the Raiders and the Colts. And I think we'd be sitting at 3-3 right now. I wish we would have beat the Jaguars, but yeah, that's what I think. So back to your question. If we had Watson from jump, if we had Watson at the beginning of the year, like I said, Dolphins could be 5-1 right now. Definitely would have been 4-2. They definitely would have been 4-2. Quarterback play held us back from the Colts, the Raiders, and the Bills. 100%. 100%. But thank you for the comment. I hope I answered it, David. Went a little too far in depth with that. I appreciate that. I will see you guys on Sunday, 1 o'clock, Dolphins, Falcons. My dad will be here for that. Some of you guys laughed saying my dad was a jinx. Well, my dad wasn't here for the Jaguars game when we lost that one. And he wasn't here for most of the, what other game wasn't here for? I think he was here for the other ones. But he will be here. We're going to hang out. I'll see you guys at 1 o'clock. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. But like usual, stay classy. FN's out.